Alright guys, so we just finished filming on Maria's channel, the Get Ready With Me. So I'll put the link in the description box below if you want to check that out.
And see how we achieved these cute little looks.
So now, it's story time.
Story time, guys.
And we
Are
thought...
you guys ready?
Yeah, are you guys ready for this insane story?
Wait, we didn't even go over the story before we started.
No, I mean like, it's the same
story,
it's
but
the same
like,
story.
I don't want us to forget anything because the story happened 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So
rewind 3 years ago. Coachella was the first...
let's set the scene.
Yeah. Okay.
The year is 2014. Me and Marwa, our friendship was just blossoming. It was a brand new friendship. I decided I wanted to go to Coachella because who doesn't want to go to Coachella? And she saw my comment on some photo about...
On my friend's photo, how she wanted to go. And I really wanted to go. And I was like, I don't know any other like hijabi girls or Muslim girls in general going to Coachella, and I wanted to go. So I kind of like, just like...
She was like, hey, I want to go. And I was like, hey, cool. Because like we met a year prior and like we followed each other mutually, but we had never really hung out.
Or talked or anything.
So she ended up coming to Coachella with me and my two sisters, and that is the scene. 2014, Coachella.
First time we ever meet each other.
Yeah.
Just straight to Coachella, like
staying with each other, all that kind of stuff.
So this was the second night of Coachella?
No, it was the last night. No, second night.
Second
Okay,
last
so
night.
on the second day of Coachella, there was
a sandstorm.
I feel like we just said Coachella 1,800 times.
Okay,
Okay, let's just stop saying it. So on the second day of this music festival, there was a huge sandstorm.
To the point where even Pharrell was performing, and he had to, in the middle of his like singing, he had to stop because he just kept coughing. That's how bad the sandstorm was.
Yeah, they couldn't even use like the screens because the wind was so intense.
So strong.
Everyone had like scarves around their face. Everyone looked like they were like
masks on and everything. Like, we finally blended in, basically.
We blended in. Like nobody. They thought we were doing it to protect ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally that night when we got home, dirt like everywhere because like from the sandstorm it was just like dirt and sand just like all over you.
Different places.
Like literally like in my nose and my ears was gross.
What time was it? But so like our first time at Coachella, we kind of wanted to do every single concert.
Oh yeah.
So we always made sure we stayed towards the end, which ended up killing us.
Because like once you leave, if you leave at the end of the day, you get stuck in that crazy traffic where everyone's leaving. You're standstill for like hours.
Anyway, so it was like past 2
a.m.
Yeah, 2 a.m.
We leave the festival. Sorry, I feel like I'm taking over.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so let's also set the scene.
Okay.
We're tired. Okay, so Marwa's driving. This is her car because she's from California. Me and my sisters are kind of like in the car, like dozing off, falling asleep.
We just exited.
You can hear, okay, so like while we're in the car, you can hear the sand just hitting the car.
Basically, we were just in a relaxed phase to the point where like it was so dark everywhere. All you hear is the wind and like the tiny little bristles of sand.
Yeah, and we're so ready to sleep.
The radio was off. I was just driving in a very relaxed mood. It was like all you hear is just the wind. And by now, Sarah fell asleep, Cammie's falling asleep, Maria's dozing off, and it was a green light. And I just exited and I was driving, and then all of a sudden during this calm moment, a freaking car went boom, and it just just
rocked our whole entire world.
And because of the desert wind, like obviously like I got scared, so I let go of like
everything,
the pedals, and so like the car moved even quicker. So I ended up stopping in the middle of the intersection, and I looked behind me, and the light was green.
Hit me. Okay, so here's, I feel like we didn't explain this very well.
Yeah, okay.
The car hit us really fucking hard, really hard, sorry, no F word. Literally the first thing I hear is just my sister Cammie just starting to like say shahada and praying and everything, and Sarah immediately starts crying.
Sarah's like,
tears. I don't remember what I did. All I remember is thinking is that we're in the middle of the intersection, and if we don't go, we're gonna get hit by another car because the light was green.
Okay, yeah. So
Marwa is just like sitting there, like what was that?
No.
Screaming.
Okay, so while Sarah was crying, when the car hit, okay, I don't know what happened. I made this like weird ass scream. I was like, ah! I'm not kidding you. It was that.
And then her brain shut off. She just stopped driving. She just was sitting there. I was like, Marwa, go!
And because I was looking behind me, I wanted to make sure that I wanted to see who hit me. Because like normally after
we were gonna get hit again.
Because after you hit a car accident, you're supposed to turn right and pull over, and you ask for information and everything.
True. And but I was like, he'll stop.
He'll stop. Yeah,
there was a
she
gas
had a good heart. She thought like, no, pull over to that gas station over there. He'll stop with you.
So we pull into the gas station.
He sees me driving, so he thought this is my chance.
He busts a right.
Literally. And just started gunning it.
Marwa goes, no! And she just, I don't even think, like, your brain was just like,
after him,
one track mind, I'm gonna catch this dude. She just turns out of the gas station, full speed ahead, like, we dodged like 18 cars.
Yeah, and
like gets behind him, and then he like starts to pull over. So we pull over, and we're like parked right behind him.
Yeah.
And let me just, it's just hilarious. This is Marwa, like, with her scarf, like, flying away.
By then it was
the wind is, like, literally 150 miles per hour.
I couldn't even open my car door.
She's, like, trying to open the door to get out.
Just to get out, because I'm like,
she gets out, like, her scarf is flying. It was so funny. Like, it was just, and I remember I opened my door, too, and, like, the sand is just coming in. It's, like, stinging our faces. Mm-hmm. So she gets out and, like, starts going towards the guy's car. By the way, this is Marwa, like, trying to beat the wind. Like, it was hilarious. She's, like, approaching him, and then suddenly he just floors it and drives the fuck off, and his bumper was falling off, or his whatever the front thing is called.
Everything. It was just
flying off, and he didn't care.
Honestly, the moments happen so quick. I keep thinking back, like, what if we got his license? What if we took a quick picture? What if we did this? What if we did that?
So we get back in the car. We try to chase this dude down. It's just not happening. He already had a head start because, like, it took Marwa another 10 minutes to get back in the car because of the wind.
Yeah.
So anyways, we ended up driving back to our little.
And I think, like, I think, like, Sarah wanted to call, like, the police or something like that.
But there was no point because we didn't have any information on the person. Like, they just...
Exactly.
They finessed us.
I think I was so scared because then again, we were also, like, in a place, like, we weren't used to. Like, when I went back home, my dad's like, you could have still called the police. You still could have followed, like, a hit and run, like, report. You could have done all those things. But I think in that moment, we were just so scared. It was past 2. You know, we're just like...
The wind!
4 girls.
The sandstorm.
The winds, everything.
That shit was crazy.
It was just it was such, like, a scary freaking moment. But it's like, what a crazy moment to even share together.
I know, and like what could go wrong at 2 a.m.? We were just driving. It's like,
but I remember Camly kept it calm. Like, she was trying to calm down Sarah, and then you were trying to, like, basically calm down me, like, oh wait, no, we can figure this out and stuff like that. Like, it was just a hilarious moment.
And then,
oh my god, then Camly said the sweetest thing to me. Like, I was like, after we got out of the car, I was just like looking at my car
because it was a big dent.
Yeah, and I had to basically pay for it. And I was like, I'm basically broke after this whole Coachella scene. And then, like, Camly's like, we can help you pay for it. Like, and then I was like, what? No, like, you did nothing wrong. And then, like, Camly just, like, offers, like, that she wants to pay for it. She's just, like, such a freaking sweet soul. I was like, what? No, it's, like, asshole's fault. Like, whatever. And then,
but then to make matters better, the next day, we got a surprise. I can't talk. But the next day, we got a surprise performance by Drake. So
yeah.
It was all
that made it better, actually.
And, like, we were seeing 2014, you know what I mean? Like, that was...
Like,
what
Drake's peak point.
Yeah, well,
it wasn't Take Care is the one after that.
Yeah. Nothing was the same.
Yeah, he sang that song with Ginny and Okio, and we had a feeling that Drake was going to be there. So, like, we went
So,
early.
at the end of the day, she left with a wrecked car. We survived a sandstorm.
Which, by the way, can you imagine? Like, my parents were like, you're not going to go to Coachella. It's dangerous.
Didn't they, like get on to?
Yeah. Well, I told my mom I was going to go to concerts. So, my mom, like, I didn't really tell Coachella. But my uncle found out I was at Coachella because he works at the hospital in Indio. So he just put a bad picture in my mom's mind because
he probably just saw a bunch of drug addicts.
No, like, he works in the Indio hospital, so all the drug addicts that come from Coachella come straight to him. And so, like, yeah, so basically I'm like, no, I'm fine, I'm safe. And then I pull up at my house with a freaking red car. They're like, yeah, you're safe, yeah.
But 3 years later, you went again. Wait, did they say anything about it?
No, they were chill.
They're just like, whatever, you're old now.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
okay, that was our story time. I know it was a little short. It wasn't that dramatic because we actually told the true story. We could have thrown in a couple more lies to make it more interesting, but, like,
it was a dramatic
thing to lie.
Yeah.
So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little story time about when we survived this crazy car accident in Indio, California during Coachella.
The first time we met.
Yeah. So we started our friendship off with a car accident.
No better way.
Casual.
Keeps it closer together.
All right, bye guys.